So, another week, another series of controversies to cover. And once again, the debate between sport and pure entertainment is on the table. Yesterday, the NASCAR Cup Series had its second race of the regular season, its second 2021 race at the Daytona Road Course, and second points-paying race overall at the Daytona Road Course. And right now, we should probably be more focused on the fact that Christopher Bell got his first Cup victory, a really great achievement. But unfortunately, though, NASCAR once again has painted itself into a clearly missable corner. And this wouldn't be a huge problem if it wasn't for a semi-normal occurrence. NASCAR has, in an effort to grow its audience, blurred the lines of sport and entertainment. This isn't anything new, though. NASCAR itself has admitted openly that it's heading towards an entertainment-based route, with the playoffs being the number one symptom of this. But over the past weekend, we had some of the most blatant manipulation of a race finish that we've had in years. With just under 20 to go in the O'Reilly Auto Parts 253, there was a very light amount of rain in the area. Before there was even a true wet spot on the track, before any fans at the track had posted anything on social media, and before really anything had been made of this, they threw the yellow. This also goes against some of their own rules and precedents of throwing the caution due to the track being unraceable with the conditions of rain. It's pretty clear with Chase Elliott seemingly having the race in the bag, or at least being on his way to having it in the bag, they needed to spice things up and make a show out of the finish. This was really bolstered to many fans like myself by the fact that Clint Bowyer and Jeff Gordon were basically laughing at any need for the drivers to get rain tires on their pit stops. It all felt fishy. And if it wasn't because of this, I will say NASCAR still needs to change their rain policies, seeing how they were written in 2008 back when really NASCAR was not focused on road courses. Now, full disclosure here, I am not a salty Chase Elliott fan. He's a great driver, and I respect him as a representative of the sport, but I'm not living and dying based on his results. I don't really care where he finishes. I just want to watch for great racing. Many people are going to try and brush off the claims that I make in this video and the claims of many fans with this excuse that we're just salty Chase Elliott fans. It's not the case. But I would be saying the same thing if Joey Logano or Christopher Bell was screwed in this race. This does not change based on who wins. What needed to happen was to have no intervention from the governing body on this one. Let the race play out with a natural progression, and if the teams deem the need for rain tires, they can add that into their strategy. Because you don't know what could have happened at the end of that race. Maybe Elliott blows a tire. Maybe Bell runs him down the way he did with Logano. We just don't know, and we will never know. Look at the NFL, the same league that NASCAR continuously has compared itself to in the past decade. It has the most watched event in the US with the Super Bowl, and it just mostly lets it happen and play out. Sometimes you get a David Tyree catch, other times you get Tom Brady blowing out the Chiefs. Great moments are made better by the ones that it can supersede. Because, well, when every moment is super, quote unquote, then none of them are. They're just the same thing. You're just expecting a caution to come out to make basically the first 80% of the race null and void. It's the same reason why, while NASCAR has finally leveled off its TV ratings fall for the last couple years, they still have been tanking in the ratings at the end of the season with the playoffs. You can only manufacture drama so much before it turns fans away from your product. And for a sanctioning body who seems so close on getting it down around 2019, it's a shame to see a kind of blatant regression that they've had, basically back to the Brian France era. What I'm really hoping is that this can be a learning experience, that we don't need to double down on more entertainment-only focused rules and decisions. What I fear is that many fans could fall away from the sport if this kind of stuff keeps up. We saw a similar phenomenon in the entertainment-based cautions of the mid-2000s. Now, these were known as phantom yellows or BS debris cautions, and that's how they were known then. And they did have a big impact on why many fans and many former fans' perceptions of the sport itself went down. If this becomes the new normal for officiating races, we could see another cascade in popularity like we saw 10 to 15 years ago. And that would be a damn shame because NASCAR has a great product and I think has a great plan in place to make it better. The work to add more short tracks and road courses will fix the need for more entertainment itself. And with a new car and a now seemingly listening network partners, NASCAR needs to keep up its positive momentum. I'm not saying all this to complain, or just to complain, I should say. I think that criticism, that I'm just saying it to complain, is a BS excuse that people who are overly emotional about NASCAR use when they don't have a good conversation back. Listen, I could be in the wrong, but this is something that I feel passionate about. It's something that I want to improve, and I hope that in whatever way I can be that voice for different fans. I'm not saying this because I want NASCAR to fail. I love NASCAR. I wouldn't have an entire channel that I've spent 3 or 4, whatever it is now, years making and growing if I did not love this sport. I'm saying this stuff more because I want the sport to succeed. I want it to get better, and I want it to be the best it can be for everyone. And aside from the phantom caution, the event had damn good racing yesterday. It was really, really good racing, both before and after. It's just that one moment for me really ruined it. It was so much better than the 2020 race there, and personally, I thought it was a hell of a lot better than the 2021 Clash. But that BS caution, man, that one right in the middle of a great race that disrupted the flow of a really good race, it just ruined it for me. If it didn't for you, good. I'm glad. I don't want to ruin or take away from your experience of the race. If you loved it, good. I'm glad that you did. I'm glad you had a good time. I don't wish ill will on you or anything. I just want to ask that if this continues, or we get a more blatant event or events that occur like this, what's the line? What is the line for you on NASCAR going overboard with entertainment? That's what I really want to know. Because in my opinion, every fan has their breaking point. So let me know your answer down in the comments below. And while you're at it, leave a like on this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more great NASCAR content. And my apologies for not uploading in the last week. Both being on the road and being just a tad under the weather has left me basically unable to put videos out. But I will be putting them out like normal this week. So until the next video tomorrow, have a good one.